Alright? So we will proceed to the second stage of our review, income taxation. So guys, there will be a total of 14 items which will be asked on this segment, no? That is equivalent to 20% of the board exam. So here are the learning objectives, no? First is ito, identify the taxpayer and tax base. Okay? Compute the, magkakaiba kasi tax base ng bawat taxpayer, ano? Yan, compute gross income. Yan, analyze deduction from gross income, determine accounting periods, accounting methods, apply tax return preparation. Okay? So take note, no? This is quite new in the Philippine CPA board exam because the examiners are now asking for certain items in the tax return. So, yung mga tax return na mention ko dito, guys, no? I advise you to please get a copy of them, no, from the internet dun sa BIR website, no, under BIR forms, no? Mag-download lang po kayo ng copy po nun and please print it, no? Okay? Tapos tawag dito, guys, i-relate nyo as we are discussing concepts here, na i-relate lang ninyo po doon. Do not worry, gagawin po natin yan, papadaanan po natin yan, no? Gagawa ako ng parang PowerPoint na presentation kapag tayo po ay mag-aaral doon sa content, no, nung tax returns, no? We will discuss that para mai-practice mo din kung ano natutunan mo dito sa classroom, no? Yung theories nito ay makita mo doon, no? Okay? Alright guys, so yan, no? Filing and tax payments din, no? So yung basically mga deadlines, dapat kabisado natin yung mga deadlines for each type of income tax or mga withholding, ano, taxes. And we also, yan, analyze withholding tax at source daw, expanded or final. Okay? And withholding on government tax payments. Okay? And determine compliance requirements. Okay? So sa income tax may mga additional requirements po tayo dyan, how to ano yung mga libro na i-maintain mo, no? How long will you hold them to keep them, no, on the file? Ano pa? Yung mga pag-issue ng resibo, mga ganun, no? Okay? And yung basic ng business registration. Okay? Alright guys, so yun po, no? Our handouts for this segment is handouts number 3 until handouts number 10. Okay? Handouts number 3 to handouts number 10. Alright, so we will now begin with income taxation doon sa handouts number 3. Fundamentals of income taxation. Okay guys, so this is taxation of income. So it is very imperative for us to know what is income for taxation purposes. You have to distinguish that with the income you know in financial accounting. Alam ko magaling na magaling ka sa financial accounting at alam mo yung definition ng income sa financial accounting, na basta lumaki ang asset, nag-decrease ang liability, resulting in increase in net worth other than contribution from equity participants, yun po ay income sa financial accounting. Okay, nanganak yung baboy mo, income na sa financial accounting po yun, na procreation on biological assets, right? Okay? Nag-increase yung fair value ng investment mo in financial accounting, that is already income in financial accounting, na? But in taxation, it's not, na? Meron tayong separate rules dito na sinusundan. Okay? So, it is important therefore to know what is income for taxation purposes. Okay, income for taxation purposes, guys, is referred to as gross income. Okay? Kapag sinabing gross income, income na matatax. Alright? Kapag exclusion in gross income, sabi niya, or not item of gross income, hindi po yun taxable. Okay? Alright? So, do we have definition of gross income? Sadly, there is no legal definition on gross income. Revenue Regulations number 2 of the BIR tried to offer a definition. And it says, all wealth which flows into the taxpayer other than a mere return of capital, and it includes gains. Okay? So, ganyan po siya. But if you look at this definition, guys, it is something very broad. It is something that is very all-inclusive. Basta daw may pumasok na kayamanan kay taxpayer na hindi po return ng capital, income na daw yun. Kasama daw yung gain. Okay? Now, the problem with this definition is that it can cover donation and inheritance. Kung nakatanggap ka ng donation at inheritance, okay, that is an inflow of wealth on your part. Question, are those return of capital? You did not pay for them, so they will fall as income under this definition. Okay? So that's the defect. Are those income for taxation purposes, donation and inheritance? No, they are not income for taxation purposes. So, defective yung definition. Okay? Now, anong gagawin na natin to identify gross income? We look at the characteristics of gross income. We study income that are subjected to tax and those income that are exempted by the law from taxation. Okay? So, we come up with a generalization to summarize the characteristics of gross income. And we use that characteristics to identify whether an income is taxable or not. Okay? So, guys, no? So, let's look at the characteristics of a gross income. Okay? First, ito, no? First, of all those taxable items of income, all of them exhibit a return on capital. Okay? Lahat po sila ay return on capital. Okay? Ano pa? Pangalawa, secondly, they all exhibit, realized benefit. Number 3, they are all not exempted by law. Okay? Law, pwede rin pong treaty, pwede rin pong constitution, and contracts. Ito po yung mga 4 sources of exemption. Law, treaty, constitution, and contracts. Okay guys, so that's it. Return on capital. No? Ang gross income or taxable income is a return on capital. Okay? Now, in an exchange transaction, we are accounting people, we know this very much. No? Kunwari, kapatid, meron kang cellphone na ang cost niya ay 10,000, tapos binenta mo siya at a selling price of 12,000, 12,000 pesos. In accounting, ito yung tinatawag natin na value for gun. Itong cost is the value for gun. Ito naman po yung value received. Okay? In taxation law, ang tawag natin dito is total return. Total return, whereas this 10,000 is ito yung return of capital. Okay? Return of capital kasi bumalik lang na pera mo and yung excess po na yan is ito yung tinatawag natin na return on capital. Okay? So, ang tinatax kapatid ganito at hindi po yung return of capital. Okay? That's very basic. Okay? So, ganun, no? Any excess consideration you receive in an exchange transaction is gross income as a rule. Okay? But now, take note, when we are selling, this is the rule actually when we are selling goods. Kapag tayo nagbebenta ng goods or properties. Kung goods or properties, yung excess of what we receive, yung tinatawag ng accounting na gain, yun po ang concept ng gross income in taxation. Okay? But, when we are selling services, huwag mong kalimutan itong sinasabi ko, kapag tayo nagbebenta ng services, think for example, nag-provide ako ng services, nag-charge ako ng professional fee, okay? Yung professional fee ko, for example, is 12,000. Okay? May cost ba yun? Effort lang naman yung ginawa ko eh. Nag-provide lang ako ng advice maybe. Meron ba akong ginasto? Basically, wala. Okay? Walang cost kumbaga natutuusin kapag service ang i-render. So, please take note of this guys. Ang gross income kung sale of service is the revenue. Okay? Ulitin ko let us be clarified about this. Kasi kailangan mo itong concept na to in the future. I'm not speculating. This is reality. Most people are very careless about this. They have a very fixated definition of gross income. But take note sa batas kapatid, ang gross income ganito. Kung sale of goods o property, yung excess na gain na tinatawag ng accounting, yun ang gross income. But when you are selling services, guys, okay, yung revenue mo, kasi wala kang cost wala kang cost, Itong revenue mo na 12,000, yan po ang gross income. Okay? Kung goods o service, goods o properties, gain ang gross income. Pero kung service, ang gross income po, revenue. Klaro Okay. So, ganyan po siya. Okay? So, that's very simplistic, guys. Wala tayong problema dyan. Madali lang naman pong i-identify kung ano ang return on. Okay? Now, there is a little complication, however. Bakit? Kasi ang capital in taxation law, dalawa kasing klase po yan. May mga capital na with infinite value. May mga capital items na with infinite value, and almost all items we see around are with finite value. Okay? Alright. So, ito nang bantayan natin, itong mga infinite value. Kasi nga, kapag yung mga yan ay na-impair, nawala o nasira, at pinalitan yung mga capital items na yan o binayaran in whatever ways na wala pong income sa kanila. Okay? Wala laging income. Ito is purely return off sila. No? Ito ay puro off. Kapag may compensation for their loss, na return off lagi. Walang return on. Whereas dito sa mga items na may finite value, these are capable of pecuniary measurement, they're capable of financial valuation. Ano? Dito nagkakaroon po ng return off and return on. And of course, ito yung itatax natin, hindi po yung return off. Okay? Guys, so bantayan natin itong mga to kasi walang income. Yung mga with infinite value. So what are they? Okay? First, dyan kapatid, is life. No? Life. Ano pa? Health ng tao. Ano pa? Human reputation. Or human dignity. Kamo na lang. No? Reputation. Okay? Life, health, and reputation cannot be measured financially. Do you agree with me? Okay? Magkano ka? Eh di wow, tama? Okay? Hindi nare-recreate ang buhay. Hindi yan napuproduce sa laboratory or you cannot breathe life to a dead person. Once that is lost, it is lost forever. You cannot assign any monetary valuation for that. Similar is, same is true no? With health, right guys? Yung health ng tao, hindi natin mapresyohan yan. Kaya pati yung reputasyon ng tao. Kapag sira ang reputasyon ng tao, that is tantamount to, di ba, destruction of life, right? Okay? So, yung mga bagay na yan ay hindi ma-assignan ng financial valuation. So, any consideration received no, for their loss no, or impairment is not taxable. Okay, now let's work on this one. On life, On life. No? What are the instances na kung saan ang life ay kino-compensate? Okay? Ang famous dyan class is yung life insurance. Okay, life insurance contract. Di ba? Magbabayad ka ng premium dyan, di ba? To be insured, right? Now, kapag namatay ka, kapatid, no? The insurance company will pay your beneficiary, no? A big amount, right, guys? We call that, proceeds. Okay, guys, Okay, so, of course, we can say that the proceeds is compensation for the loss of life. But since life is not measurable in monetary terms because it is so precious, it cannot be stated in money, okay, all of the proceeds is considered return off. Wala pong matatax. Gets ba? So, yun po tandaan mo. Ito na lang ilagay mo sa isipan mo, Kapag namatay ang tao, okay, guys, at natanggap yung proceeds. Ibig sabihin, kung proceeds ang natanggap, dead yung tao, compensation for the loss of life yun. Kaya po exempt yun. Okay? Alright? Paano kapag, okay sir, yung beneficiary niya, pamilya niya sigurado yan. Normally, family members naman po beneficiary. Paano kapag ang beneficiary ay employer? Kaya ito guys, I want you to please take note of this because there are other references who are saying na yung process of life insurance daw kapag tinanggap ng employer is taxable. No! This issue was already put to rest way back 1931, September 21 of 1931, no? Na-settle na po ng Supreme Court po yan. Okay? Considered recovery of future loss din po siya, kaya po hindi siya matatax. But in fact, basta ito na lang tandaan mo, basta yung proceeds, no? Okay, hindi taxable yun guys, Hindi taxable yun. Yung mga nagsasabi na taxable po yung proceeds kapag employer yung beneficiary, speculator yung mga yan, Okay po, 1931 po, na-clarified na po ito. Matagal nang settled po ito in jurisprudence, na? Okay, Alright, Okay? So, yun, no? Basta, ang lagay mo na lang sa isipan mo, basta yung proceeds ng life insurance ay tanggapin ng beneficiary, kapamilya ng insured, or employer ng insured, hindi matatax. Okay, Klaro ba yan? Hindi taxable, Okay? Sa employer ba, pwede niyang i-insure kasi yung empleyado niya? Of course, kasi nga, may insurable interest ako dyan. Kunwari ako employer, may key employee ako, may scientist ako, for example. The profitability of my business, no, is totally dependent upon the technical acumen of my scientist employee. Okay? So, critical yan. Kung yan mawala sa akin, delikado na ako, di ba? Okay? So, pwede ko siyang i-insure because meron akong insurable interest, no? May financial interest akong madadamage kapag siya namatay, na? Okay, So, ayan, pwede ko siyang i-insure. At kung namatay siya, matatanggap ko yung proceeds, hindi matatax, guys, I repeat, hindi matatax. Decided na po yan ng Supreme Court. Okay, Alright? Okay? So, please take note of that, no? Basta proceeds tinanggap, exempt. Now, there are other instances in life insurance. Sir, paano kapag ganito? Na-outlive niya yung policy, na? Okay? May term yung policy and then buhay pa siya at the end of the term, so hindi natanggap yung proceeds, no? Okay? So may binayaran sa kanya na cash surrender value. At yung cash surrender value malaki dun sa premiums na binayaran niya through the years. Okay? Buhay yung insured, di ba? Okay? So, kung may excess man, income po yun. Okay, guys? Okay. Sir, paano kapag ganito? Paano kapag ganito? Insured siya, no? Nagbabayad siya ng policy. Okay? Pagkatapos magbayad ng 10 beses, no? Total of 50,000, binenta niya yung policy niya sa ibang tao. Pwede bang ibenta yung insurance policy? Yes, guys. Ang tawag doon assignment, no? Pwede mong i-assign yung insurance policy mo. Okay, pwede mong ibenta. Kaya lang kung mamatay ka, syempre hindi ikaw tatanggap siya. Yung tao na nagbili ng insurance policy mo, siya na pali magtuloy na magbayad para sa'yo. Ha? Okay, alright. O sige, kunwari, binenta ko yung policy ko, na 50,000 binayaran ko na. Binenta ko ng 60,000. Buhay ako, may 10 akong gain. Taxable ba yun? Yes. Buhay ako eh. It's not compensation for life. Okay? Now, paano kapag ganito? Yung assignee, yung pinagbentahan ko nung policy, tinuloy niyang binayaran. Nagbayad pa siya ng 50,000, tapos natigok na ako. Okay? Tinanggap niya 1 billion na proceeds. Alright, guys? So siya, binili niya 50,000 sa akin, gumasto pa siya ng 50,000, natanggap niya yung 1 million na proceeds. Hindi na kukunin ng years ko yun kasi nabenta ko yung policy sa kanya. Right, guys? May 900,000 siya na excess. Gain ba yun? Taxable ba yun? The answer is yes. Kasi walang loss of life doon sa assignee na yun. Yes po? Ha? Okay? Nakuha ka ba din? Ganon. Okay? Ayan. May isa pa. Ganito. How about interest on life insurance? Okay? Wari, namatay na yung insured. So may premiums na merong proceeds na payable, pero hindi maibigay ng insurance company yung buong proceeds in the meantime. So kinausap yung mga beneficiary ng insurance. Pwede bang ganito na lang? Magbayad kami ng interest tapos madedelay yung iba. How about that? Interest on process of life insurance. Taxable ba yun? Of course, yes. Okay? Income na rin po yun. Okay? Ha? Guys? Noted, guys? So, is that clear, ha? Ha? Okay? Ganyan po sa, life, no? So, that is life insurance. Okay. Aside from that, guys, no? Meron tayong, meron tayong kaugalian, no? Sa Pilipinas. Di ba yung tinatawag natin na blood money? Kunwari, nakadisgrasya ka ng tao, nakapatay ka, for example, no? Hindi ikaw, no? Yung isang tao nakapatay, no? Nakapatay siya, for example. Di ba, ang ginagawa niya na lang is to settle things out, no? Binabayaran ng pera yung family, no? Nung aggrieved party, right, guys? We call that blood money. Okay, ha? So, yung blood money, it can be said na parang compensation for the loss of life. Is that income? No, that's not income. Kasi buhay yung nawala. Hindi yun itatax. Okay, ha? Alright. Okay, so that's it. Now, let's look at, health. Health ng tao. Okay? In what way na yung health ng tao ay kino-compensate? Ito siguro, no? Accident, no? Sa accident. Okay? So, naka-aksidente ka ng tao, no? Na-hospital siya, no? Kunwari, no? Na-hospital siya, nabunggo mo siya, lumipad ng ilang kilometro, no? Tapos nakita doon, humihinga pa, tinakbo sa hospital, di ba? Nabuhay siya muli. Okay? O, nagbayad ng hospital fees, tapos kinasuhan ka niya, nagpa-assist siya ng lawyer, humihingi siya ng lawyer's fees sa'yo, di ba? Tapos hindi nakapagtrabaho ng 1 taon, tapos yung sweldo niya ng 1 taon, hinihingi niya sa'yo, di ba? Okay? Ha? Tapos humihingi pa siya ng danyos sa kanyang pain, anguish, and sufferings. Okay? Di ba yun ang hinihingi? Okay? Humihingi siya ng hospital bills, no? So, yung kwento ko guys is nakabangga ka nakabunggo ka ng tao, no? Na-hospital siya. Okay? So, hinihingi niya yung reimbursement ng hospital bills, no? Humihingi siya ng reimbursement ng attorney's fees. Humihingi siya ng reimbursement ng lost salaries. Humihingi din siya ng reimbursement ng payment para sa kanyang pain and sufferings. Pain, anguish, and sufferings. May S yan. Okay po ha? O sige. Kunwari, itong hospital bills niya 300,000, attorney's fees niya is 100,000, lost salaries niya is 800,000, pain and sufferings niya 500,000. Kunwari lang guys. No? Okay? So, ilan po yan? That's 1.7 million. Ha? Okay? Alright. Now, ganito yan, no? So, ano tong mga to na payment, no? Okay? Ha? Itong hospital, kapatid, if we will analyze that, ano to? Return on or return off? Return on or return off? Ha? Okay? Gumasto siya, nag-outflow siya, tapos binayaran mo siya. So, less 300 sa kanya, plus 300, magiging 0. Na? Ito po ay return off. Okay? Hindi po yan taxable. Okay? How about attorney's fees? Attorney's fees, no? Ibabayad mo sa kanya yung 100, ibibigay niya sa abogado niya. No? 0 pa rin sa kanya. So, plus 100, less 100. No? So, ito din po ay return off. Okay? How about lost salaries? No? Lost salaries. Well, itong lost salaries na ito, guys, no? Is, no? Kikita sana siya, no? Siyempre, no? May kita dapat siya, salary siya. Dahil binunggo mo, hindi na siya nakapagtrabaho. Ano? Okay? Ngayon, ito na, the court awarded him or her yung, lost salaries niya, no? So, babayaran mo yung lost salaries niya. Income yun na nawala. Kikita ba siya? Kikita dapat siya, pero naging 0. So, plus 0 nangyari. Pero binayaran mo ba rin? So, naging plus 100, plus 800 pa rin. Yumaman ba siya? Lumaki ba net worth niya? Yes, lumaki net worth niya. So, this is on. Okay, on po yan. So, taxable po yan. Return on yan. Bakit on? Kasi nga, lumaki yung net worth niya. Kumita siya. Ano tong payment ng pain and sufferings na yan, sir? Ito yung compensation para sa health, kapatid, no? Yung sakit na kanyang dinanas, yung, di ba, dalamhati, di ba? Lahat na yun, kapatid, no? Okay? Yun po ay, hindi po yan income. Ito po ay off. Hindi yan measurable ng money. Pwede mo bang presyohan yung sakit? Aray, sabi niya, 5,000 lang, baby, kasi mahina yung aray mo. Di ba? Ganun ba yun? Hindi natin pinapresyohan ang health. Right, guys? Hindi yan taxable. Okay? So, ganyan po siya. Okay, guys, Health is not measurable by money. So, kung wari, may pabrika ka, tapos merong empleyado na naputulan ng kamay sa, kunwari, naputol yung kamay niya sa makina, kinagat ng, makina, Okay? Ayan. Ikaw na employer, dahil wala kang safety standard, ikaw ay liable, na bayaran ng danyos yung empleyado, Okay? So, kapag nangyari yun, kapatid, ano yun? Yung compensation for the loss of the arm, Health yun, kapatid, hindi yung taxable. Okay po, Hindi din po yung taxable. Alright? Noted? Okay. Now, as you can see, guys, please take note of the difference of the return of capital, hindi taxable, saka return on capital. Okay. I want you to, as early as now, I want you to focus here first. Okay? Ito po ay tinatawag natin na recovery of lost capital. Okay? When you recover lost capital, it will revert you back to your original position without causing you increase or decrease in your net worth. Recovery of lost capital is recovery of lost capital is return of capital. It's not taxable. Pero recovery of lost profit is income. Okay? Taxable po siya. Ang lost profit na na-recover is as good as realization of profit. Okay? Lost income that is recovered is as good as realization of income. So, it is taxable. But recovery of lost capital is not income. We'll get back to this later. Okay, guys? Now, next. Ano ba? Reputation. Okay? Reputation of a person. Okay. A person's reputation is also not measurable by money. Okay? Ano ba yung mga instances, guys, na yung reputation ng person ay binabayaran, Okay. Ito siya, Una dyan, kapatid, is yung breach of promise to marry, Breach of promise to marry. Okay? Pangalawa is yung alienation of affection. O yan na lang muna, yung dalawang yan. Okay, breach of promise to marry. Guys, pinangakuan ikaw ng isang lalaki na pogi, na pakakasalan ka, So, ikaw naman, nagniningning yung mata mo sa katangahan, di ba? Sabi niya, I promise to marry you ganitong araw sa Baguio Cathedral, alas 8 ng madaling araw, di ba? February 14, 2021. Okay, So, on that date, nandun ka sa tapat ng simbahan, alas 4 pa lang in the morning, andun ka na excited, Ngayon, alas 6 na ng hapon, akala mo, sobrang na traffic lang. Okay, To cut the story short, guys, hindi ka sinipot. Ayan, syempre, laking kahihiyan ng pamilya mo yan, Tinakbuhan ka nung lalaki, Doon sa arranged na, naka-schedule na kasal, di ba? Okay? So, guys, no? Yan po ay kasiraan ng reputasyon mo yan. Pwede ba natin siyang kasuhan? Yes, you can seek damages, no? For breach of promise to marry. We cannot compel him, however, to marry you, no? Pasalamat ka, nagpakatotoo siya. Di ba? Hindi ka pala love. Di ba? Mahirap yung kasama mo na siya, hindi ka pala niya love. Di ba? Okay, ha? So, that's it, guys. So, yung damages na yon is not income. Kasi nga po, compensation ng besmirch, okay? Nadumihan na reputasyon. Okay, that's it. No? Ano pa to? Alienation of affection. Wow! Ano yung alienation of affection? Yung pagmamahal ng alin? Mag-asawa. Kapag sinabing alienation of affection, napunta sa iba yung pagmamahal. Okay po, Alright, yan. Sa usaping mag-asawa kapatid, ito yung may mga kumakaliwa, kumakanan, o di ba? Alright, o kunwari yung mister mo, no? Yung mister mo ay, okay kunwari asawa mo na, no? Hindi pwede sa boyfriend, wala kasing legal na affection sa boyfriend, girlfriend, no? Okay? O sige, kunwari na lang, no? Si mister mo, kumaliwa siya, no? Okay? Kumaliwa siya. Anong gagawin mo, no? Huwag mo silang patayin ka agad, no? Huliin natin sila. Okay, guys, Huliin mo sila, no? Sabihin mo kay Ben Tumpo. Okay, Alright? Para, kunan ng ebidensya para basehan para sila ay kasuhan. Okay? Okay? Now, anong meron kapag sila ay nahuli mo at kinasuhan mo? Okay? Guys, may damages silang babayaran. Si husband mo, okay, na kumakaliwa at yung kanyang kulasisi, kalapati, kirida o kabit, Okay? Meron silang ibabayad sa'yo. Kunwari, tig 500,000 sila, di ba? May kita ka na tuloy, bebe. At ang good news dyan, tax-free. Okay po, Tax-free yan. Okay po, syempre, kahihiyan mo yun. Pinaglolokohan ka ng asawa mo, di ba? Pinagkukwentuhan ka ng buong taong bayan. Di ba si Mrs. ganito, hindi siguro maka-perform kayo yung asawa niya na mamasyal kahit saan-saan. Joke lang. Okay, anyway, ganun po yun, kapatid. Di ba? Kasiraan mo yun kapag, di ba? Yung may ganyan na nangyayari, right? O yung damages po na yun, na iba i-render ng court, no, in your favor is not taxable. Kasi nga, kasiraan, compensation po siya for the besmirch reputation. Okay? Noted po. Now, kaya kung nakikita mo yung asawa mo, napapansin mo na bigla-biglang lumiliko, sabihin mo sa kanya, walang problema naman tax-free naman di ba? Alright, Tax-free naman. Alright, Okay, anyway, that's it. Okay guys, so yun po, yung mga items na with infinite value. Okay, now, ang ating pag-usapan ngayon, I just want to expound on this concept kanina, yung tinatawag natin na return of lost income. Okay? I once clarified a while ago na yung return of lost capital is a return of capital, and it's not taxable. But the return of lost profit, is return on capital. Okay? It is taxable. Okay? Now, please take note, guys, Ito yung mga ibang return of lost profits. Okay? Taxable itong mga to. Return of lost profits. Please identify them. Una, kapatid, is yung tinatawag natin na crop or livestock insurance. Ano pa? Pangalawa is doon sa damages under proceeds, ang pinag-usapan natin dito, proceeds of crop or livestock insurance. Proceeds, okay, and damages under patent infringement suit. And lastly, what we call guarantee income payments. Okay? Alright? Ayos? Okay. Alright, doon sa crop or livestock insurance, ito po ay recovery, yung proceeds na kukunin mo. Right? In-insure mo yung mga, sabihin na lang natin, babuyan mo. Okay? Meron kang piggery, Siyempre, may mga bagay-bagay naman na namamatay yung mga yan, di ba? Disease, di ba? Yung meron na rin virus ng baboy, di ba? Okay, yung Africa ASF na sinasabi nila, Okay? So, may mga ganun, Or crops, for example, Okay? nagtatanim ka ng talong, di ba? Pero di ba may mga uod ang talong, di ba? Kapag yung talong ay inuod, kapatid, di ba? Pansin mo, pumapasok yung uod sa talong, di ba? Tapos may nagtutulo na juice ng talong, right, guys, no? So, parang ano siya, no? Ang tawag doon sa sakit na yun ay tulo, no? Okay? So, yung eggplant ay may tulo. Alright, guys, so kunwari ganito, no? Meron kang 1 hectare eggplant plantation, ha? And, syempre, alam mo naman ang talong, favorite ng mga alien, di ba? Okay? So, ine-expect na yung 1 hectare na eggplant plantation mo is ine-expect mo na mag-harvest ka ng 20 million, okay? Doon sa eggplant mo, ha? Okay? Pero natatakot ka na baka magkaroon ng tulo yung mga eggplant mo, ha? Okay? So, ang ginawa mo, pumunta ka kay Philippine Crop Insurance Corporation and insured your eggplant plantation, ha? Alright. Now, all of a sudden, one morning, gumising ka, nakita mo, uy, tumutulo na lang yung mga eggplant mo, ha? Naku, be. Okay po. So, anong gagawin natin? Sira na lahat ng crops natin. Mag-file tayo ng insurance reimbursement kay, PCIC. Alright. So, binayaran ni PCIC yung 20 million na halaga ng destroyed crops natin. Okay? So, kung titignan mo yun, guys, na ang crops na yan, harvest na dapat yan, ready, na magiging kita yan, di ba? Pero, hindi na natin siya maibenta, hindi na natin siya ma-realize. Okay? Kasi nga, kinain ng hayop, di ba? Kinain ng uod, right, guys? No. Pero, binayaran tayo, di ba? As good as sold ba? Yes. Yung talong mo, be, para mo na rin lang binenta. Okay po, ha? So, kita po yun. Clear, ha? Okay, ha? So, yun, ha? Pati sa hayop, ha? O, nari, yung example ko, yung babuyan kanina, insured mo yung, piggery mo, tapos namatay lahat, na ESF lahat, magre-recover ka sa insurance company, as good as sold yung baboy mo. Okay, ha? So, income siya. Ayos, ha? Okay. So, that's it, guys. Now, ano pa? Damages under a patent infringement suit. Okay, so ano ba to? Okay, let's say, you have a very unique formulation, let's say, nakadiscover ka ng isang napakagandang paraan ng pagluto ng burger buns. Okay po, burger buns. Anong burger buns sa Tagalog? Monay, be. Alright. O, sige. Ngayon, so, ang monay na formulation mo is very hot. Okay po, ha? Kapag nagluluto ka sa gilid ng kalsada, lahat ng taxi driver and tricycle drivers bababa sa kanilang mga sasakyan at pipila at bibili sa iyong hot monay. Alright, ha? O, sige. So, very, very hot yung formulation mo, bentang-benta sa bayan. Kumikita ka ng 1 million a week, okay, sa sales ng iyong hot monay. So, itong hot monay mo, be, is, yan, ha? Patented yan. Siyempre, may secret process kung paano i-prepare, ha? O, pinatent mo yung secret formulation mo, ha? Okay. Ngayon, kapatid, ngayon, yung tindera mo, nakita niya kung paano i-prepare yung hot monay mo, ha? Ang ginawa niya, nagpatayo din siya ng sarili niyang monay house sa kabila ng kalsada. Tuloy, hindi na lang yung monay mo, yung pinipilaan ng taong bayan, pati din yung monay niya. Yung 1 million a week mo, nakalahati na lang, naging 500,000 a week na lang. Nagkaroon ka ng decreased revenue, 500,000 every week. Okay? Ha? So, anong gagawin natin? Ha? Let's bring her to court. Okay? Sige, magreklamo tayo sa korte. Honorable Judge, nag-decrease yung 500,000 yung kita ko every week. And I'm suffering for 2 months. O, di ba? 1 million times 4 times 2 months. Di ba? Okay. So, the judge will adjudge na yung nawala mong kita, babayaran niya, ibabalik sa'yo. Together with a decease order na itigil niya yung pagkokopya niya doon sa pagpoproduce niya ng monay mo. Okay, guys, ha? O, nakita mo, guys, di ba? Yung nawalang kita mo, yung profits mo na nawala because kinopya nila yung formulation mo, ha? Is effectively bumalik sa'yo. Guys mo, as good as kinita mo rin lang ba yun? Yes, kapatid. Okay? Now, take note, hindi lang sa patent po yan, kapatid. Now, pati po yung tinatawag na copyright. Copyright. Okay, lalo na yung mga tao na nandyan sa Recto, sa Metro Manila, no? Okay, ako nga di ba? Okay, wala akong kaalam-alam, bigla nagkaroon ako ng partner sa Recto, Ayos okay, nagpo-produce na sila ng libro ko doon, wala akong kaalam-alam, di ba? Mga kupal talaga mga tao kung minsan, ano? Anyway, ganun yun, guys, no? Okay? Kung yung taong yun, pwede kong kasuhan. At kung kinasuhan ko siya, kung magkano loss sa sales ko, no? Okay? Bayaran niya sa akin yun. Diba? So, as good as, nabenta ko rin lang yung book ko. Diba guys? No? Okay. So, that's it. No? What else? No? Guarantee income payments. No? Guarantee income payments. Ano to? Diba? Sa partnership, pag-usapan nyo kay Sir Mark Nina yan, ano? Si Rex Jr. Ano? Okay? Ha? Di ba meron yung guarantee doon? Okay? May guarantee na kung saan yung kita mo hindi bababa sa ganito. Kunwari, ganito, no? Okay, itong kwento kong to, makatotohanan to, ha? Okay? Hango sa totoong buhay. Ano? Alright. Si Mark, lalaking tao talaga yan, no? Talagang lalaking tao yan. Wala tayong masasabi dyan, no? Okay? Tapos, itong si, wala siyang alam sa ibang business kundi review center. One time, niyaya ni Raymond, okay? Si Sir Raymond, nag-propose siya kay Mark. Mark, patayo tayo ng parlor. Ha? Okay? Sabi ni Mark, wala akong alam sa parlor, bro. Ha? Okay? Ay, sis pala, no? Sis, wala akong alam sa parlor. Sis, ha? Okay? Ganito na lang. All I need is capitalization. You infuse the capital. Ako nang bahalang didiskarte. Okay? You hati tayo. Half-half. Sabi niya, half-half. Ha? Siyempre, alam ilagay mo lang pera mo dun. Wala kang kaalam-alam sa negosyo. Ano naman assurance mo, right? Okay. To convince Mark, sabi ni Raymond, okay, I will guarantee na yung kita mo hindi bababa sa, hindi bababa sa 500,000. Okay, ha? So, ginagaranti niya na yung kita hindi bababa ng 500,000. Ha? Okay. Now, nung nag-operate sila, guys, ang lumabas na kita ng negosyo is 800,000 pesos. Ang hatian equally, right? So, kapag ito ay hahatiin natin, tig 400,000 sila. Okay, ha? Tig 400,000 sila. Ngayon, kung titignan natin, hindi sapat yung kay Mark. Kasi ang prinamis ni Raymond ay 500 guaranteed profit sharing. Tama? Kaya, kapatid, kulang pa si Mark. So, magdadagdag ng 100,000. Mag-make up si Raymond. Ha? Mag-make up, bebe. Ha? Okay, ayan. Magkakarga nga, magbabawas siya. Nagets mo, kapatid? Ha? Yun. So, magiging ganyan yung hatian. Guys, ito ho yung tinatawag na guarantee income payments. Okay? Yung 100,000 na yun. Ha? Ano yung 100,000 na yun? Ha? Donation ba yun? Ha? Ano ba yan? Is it out of love and affection? Ha? Hindi naman di ba? Okay? Ha? Kita ni Mark yun na nawala na, okay? Kita ni Mark na nawala, pero na-recover by, contract. Okay? Okay, guys? So, income po ito, ha? Income ay 500, hindi ho 400, hindi ho yan donation. Okay, ha? That's what we call guarantee income payments. Basta ito tandaan mo, guys, no? Kapag may kita at nawala, pero na-recover by whatever ways. Ito, katulad nito, by insurance. Lost profits recovered by insurance yan. Ito naman, lost profits recovered by lawsuits yan. Ito naman, lost profits recovered by indemnity contracts. Ha? Basta lost profit na na-recover in whatever ways, guys. That is income. Ha? And is taxable for purposes of taxation. Okay, ha? Is that clear, guys? Huh? Alright. Okay. Now, we will proceed to the second criteria. No? So, realize benefit. No? Aside from noting that income is a return on capital, no? Ang taxable na income, guys, is first, a benefit. Benefit. Ano po ibig sabihin ng benefit? Basta merong increase in net worth. Ha? Mag-increase ang net worth. Okay? So, asset, less liabilities is net worth, right, guys? Basta may increase po yan. That is benefit. Okay? So, if we will draw the following, kapatid, tingnan mo itong mga itong transaction, ha? In what way na mag-i-increase ang net worth, na? Donation, for example, na? Meron bang increase in net worth dyan? Donation, ano pa? Inheritance, for example. Merong inheritance. Ano pa? Kapag nagbenta ka, merong gain on sale. Okay? Ha? Okay? Or, a sale of goods or service, ha? Okay? Basta gain on sale na lang, to cut it short, ha? Ano pa? Pwede bang, kapag meron tayong tinatawag na holding, gains. Okay? Okay guys, donasyon, yung may donor nagbigay sa'yo ng property. No? Of course, inheritance, may namatay, may namana ka. Gain on sale, nagbenta ka ng goods or service, meron kang kita. Okay? Holding gains. What is holding gains? Ha? Hawak-hawak mo asset mo, lumaki value niya. No? Kaya nga holding gains. Ha? Okay? Increase in fair value in financial accounting. Increase in fair value yan. Kunwari, yung investment mo, okay, classified as financial asset at through profit or loss, no? No? Na 1 million bili mo, naging 1.2 na siya. No? Yun, yung 200,000 na yun, holding gains. Ha? Yan, tinatawag ng batas na holding gains. Alright? Yung baboy mo, nanganak, ha? Okay? Pero hindi mo pa binebenta yung mga anak, ha? Yung increase ng fair value ng mga baboys mo, ha? Okay? Holding gains yun. Alright? Okay, question. Teka, meron pang isa, no? Maglagay pa ako ng isa. How about yung loan? Loan, ha? Loan. Okay. Okay. Donation, mag-increase ba ng net worth? Yes. So, benefit siya. Inheritance, mag-increase ba net worth mo? Yes. Dadami net asset mo. Holding, ay ano siya? Sabi ito, benefit siya. Gain on sale. Lalaki ba net worth mo? Yes. Siya po ay holding gain. Siya po ay benefit. Holding gains, kapatid? Yes. Mag-increase ang net worth mo. Loan, kapatid? Ha? Asset increase, liabilities increase? Wala. Hindi yan benefit. So, ito yung mga benefit. Okay? Basta mag-increase ang net worth, benefit. Ha? Kaya lang it is qualified, baby. Ha? Qualified. Realized. Ha? Realized. Okay, tandaan mo, ha? Ito ang isa sa mga importanteng inote mo na difference ng taxation income with financial income. Kasi, sa taxation kasi, sa financial kasi guys, no? Basta benefit, income na as a rule. Okay? But sa atin, qualified, only realized benefit. Okay? In accounting, nanganak yung baboy mo, income na yan sa accounting. Nag-increase yung fair value ng, ng investment mo in stocks, no? May hawak kang foreign currency, tumaas ang fair value niya, benefit na yun, income na sa financial accounting. Pero sa atin, only when they are realized. When those benefits are realized. So, ano bang ibig sabihin ng realized? No? Okay? Okay. Ito po inote mo guys, no? When we say realize, no? When we say realize, una, dapat meron pong exchange. May palitan na nangyari. May exchange transaction dapat, may sale or barter na nag-transpire. Uulitin ko may sale or barter na nag-transpire. Meron ng sale or barter na nag-transpire. May nangyaring bentahan. Okay po, Okay? Palitan ng goods for services, services for services, goods for goods. Ganun, Okay? Alright, Or services for money, or goods for money, or property for money. Basta may exchange, may palitan. And please take note, dapat merong other parties. Merong involvement ang other parties. Take note of that, May exchange na nangyari at may counterparty yung exchange. May ibang tao na involved doon sa transaction. Guess mo ko, Okay, So please take note of that. Guys, ano ba tong other parties? Other parties. Other persons na lang, to cut it short, guys. Other persons. Okay? Ano ba ang persons for purposes of taxation law? Juridical person like you and me, alive, kicking, and reproducing? Okay? Or juridical persons, juridical persons, corporations, partnership, no matter how organized or created, and for whatever purpose they may have been created. Okay? Or joint venture, basta yun, joint venture, corporation, or partnership. Di ba? Juridical persons. Mga ganon. Okay? May ibang entities na involved. Okay? Ako at tatay ko, other person na yun. Kada tao na buhay is a taxable unit in taxation. Okay? Nagigets mo, guys, no? Okay? Ang hindi po, eto look, yung sole prop, kunwari ako guys, na may sole proprietorship ko, yung sole proprietorship ba, is it a juridical person? No. Partnership, joint venture, at corporation na ang juridical person. So, hindi po person yung partner, yung sole prop. Ano yung sole prop? Taxable sa akin yun, in my capacity na owner nung sole proprietorship business. Gets? Okay? Copy? How about a branch? Ang branch ba, is it a juridical person? No. Yung branch is merely a sales outlet. It is just part, okay, of the person who owns the branch, right? So kung individual yung may-ari ng head office at branch, yung head office at branch altogether will be taxable to the individual who owns, okay, the sales outlets, right? Eh kung corporation may-ari ng head office at branch, okay, yung head office at branch na yan ay taxable to the corporation who owns the two outlets. Nag-guess mo ko? Ha? Okay guys, nagkakaintindihan tayo. No. Okay? Dapat alam mo yung concept ng other parties, no? May ibang parties na involved, ha? Okay? Alright. No. Look guys, eto, tingnan mo to para klaro tayo, ha? Tingnan mo to. Ako ito, no? So, si Mr. RB, okay? May sole prop ako dito. May sole prop ako dito. Sole prop 1 and sole prop 2. Okay guys, no? Dalawa negosyo ko. Sole proprietorship number 1, may isang manager. May sole proprietorship number 2, another manager. Okay? Ha? Nagbentahan sila. Is that realized? Ito, hindi naman yan juridical person eh. Di ba? Sa akin matatax. Ito, hindi rin juridical person yan eh. Sa akin matatax. To cut this story short, is there a third person? Is there other person involved? No. Akin parehas yan. So, hindi taxable yan. Hindi po taxable yan. Kasi akin parehas. Ako lang. Di ba? Okay? Hindi yan realized kasi walang third parties na involved. Guess mo ko guys? Klaro? Kakaintindihan tayo. Ha? Okay? So, yung transaction between sole proprietorship businesses is not taxable. Because it is not realized. Okay? Okay? Para mong sinabi, uy, may kita ako, 1 million. Eh, wow! Pakanton ka naman. Okay? Kanino mo pala binenta? Sa akin din lang. Eh, di wow. Guess mo, niloloko mo lang sarili mo. Di ba, guys? Okay? So, ganun, no? Look. Eh, paano kapag ganito? Corporation to, guys, no? Corporation, no? This is corporation, no? Corporation A. Tapos, merong head office siya dito and branch. Okay? Home office, branch. Okay? Nagbenta si home office ng goods kay branch, nag-record ng gain. Realize ba yun? Ano bang branch? Hindi naman yan juridical person eh. Head office, hindi rin eh. Outlet lang yung mga yan eh. Di ba? They are taxable to the same corporation. Di ba? So ito, hindi to, this transaction do not involve, other parties. So hindi po matatax yan. Okay, guys? Okay, guys? Okay? Alright. Kaya lang ito, note ha. How about a parent company and a subsidiary company? Okay? Parent company and subsidiary company. Guys, yung parent company, corporation yun. Juridical person. How about the subsidiary? It is also a juridical person. So, nagbenta yung parent company to the subsidiary company, downstream sale. May gain. Income ba yun? Yes. Bakit? Kasi magkaiba sila sa batas. Nagkaintindihan, magkaiba silang entity. Upstream sale, parehas, taxable pa rin sa subsidiary doon. Sale between subsidiaries, sister companies, for example. Okay? Matatax yun. Kasi nga, separate entity. Ako, binentahan ko yung tatay ko, may gain ako. Taxable ba ako? Yes, kapatid. Binentahan ko anak ko, may gain ba ako? Taxable? Yes, kasi ibang tao. Bawat juridical person, bawat natural person, realize po transaction. Okay? Partner ako ng NCPAR, for example, Baguio. Binentahan ko NCPAR Baguio. Partner ako sa NCPAR Baguio, partner ako, binentahan ko yung partnership namin. I-realize ba yun? Yes. Natural person ako, juridical person yun. Nag-guess mo, maski siya nabenta sa akin, ganun din yun. Gets ka pa rin? Ako, major shareholder ng corporation. Binentahan ko corporation, may income ako. Realize ba yun? Yes, natural ako, juridical yun eh. Guess mo ko? Copy guys? Nagkakaintindihan tayo? Okay? Alright ha? Okay. Ang punto ko dyan, kung sole prop, hindi juridical person, taxable sa sole proprietor. Kapag branches, those are just like sales outlets, no? Hindi rin po sila. They are taxable to the person who owns them po. Both. Okay? Guys, no? So, dapat meron pong ganito. Klaro? Okay? May sale at yung sale involve other parties. You know what parties means. You know what persons mean. No? Talking to taxation law. Okay. Bakit kailangan pong merong sale or barter? Ba't kailangan pang realize kasi? Why realize? It is because tax is based on what? Principal, income tax natin guys, no? Ability to pay. Okay? Tax is based on the principle of ability to pay. Okay? At yung taxpayer guys, walang ability to pay yan unless realize. Okay? Kaya kailangan pong realize, no? Kasi nga tax is based on ability to pay. So for example, look at this guys, no? Look at this. Okay? Ito na lang, no? Ito. Magaling ako mag-drawing eh. Ako actually isa sa mga tawag ito, national artist ng Pilipinas pagdating sa drawing. Alright, okay? Abstract nga lang. Yung tipong wala kang alam, hindi mo na-appreciate kung ano. Ako lang nakaka-appreciate. Alright, Okay, look guys, no? Kunwari, may baboy. Look, may baboy. Look, Okay, I am just illustrating this one para klaro sa isipan mo. Yung baboy, kapatid, ang cost nito, 20,000. Mahal ang inahin eh. Okay? Yung baboy ko, nanganak ng biik na 4. Medyo talo ka na dun kung 4 lang ang anak niya, kapatid, no? Ang pair value niyan, 3,000 isa eh, no? So, 12,000. Okay? Yung baboy ko, nanganak ng 4 na biik. Ang total value ng biological herd ko ngayon ay 32,000. 22,000 yung inahin, plus 12,000 na anak. Alright. Okay, yan. Benefit yan, di ba guys? Benefit. Itatax ba yan? Itatax ba yan? Ang requirement po ay dapat merong benta. Itax ba itong baboy na yan? Yung 4 na baboy na yan? Di ba? Yumaman ako kasi may 4 na akong biik, di ba? Okay? Itatax ba? Kailangan realize. And realize requires merong sale or barter. Meron na ba akong binenta o pinalit? Wala pa. So, hindi pa po itatax yung 12,000. Klaro? Bakit? Kasi kung itax ni BIR yung 4 na biik, anong ibabayad ni taxpayer kay BIR? Biik? Di ba? Tax is payable in money. Di ba guys? Nag-usap na tayo kanina. Itax mo yan, sabi ng farmer, BIR, sa'yo na itong isang biik. Di ba? Nagets mo? Nuggets. Kaya kailangan merong sale or barter. Okay ba? Kailangan na benta muna. Guess mo? Okay? So, hindi ito itatax unless na benta. Okay? Kasi nga, tax is based on ability to pay. And ability to pay comes lang kapag meron ng sale or barter. Kapag yung gain, yung benefit ay nag-materialize in a sale or barter na transaction. Okay? Okay? Gets mo? Okay? Kung pinalit itong 4 na baboy sa kalabaw, at tawag dito, yung fair value na, okay, pinalit sa kalabaw, worth 18,000, no? 4 na baboy, pinalit sa kalabaw, worth 18,000. Gain na ba yun? Yes, kasi may barter na. Okay? So, teka. Di ba yung kalabaw ay hindi money? Di ba? Hindi naman natin pwede gamitin yung kalabaw o tanggalin yung isang paa ng kalabaw, ibayad sa BIR. Di ba? Hindi naman pwede ganon, di ba? Correct. However, guys, no, kapag barter kasi, it is as good as realization of money. As ibinenta mo yung baboy mo for 20 and then you use that 20 to buy the Carabao. Parang ganun ang nangyari. There is an indirect realization. Kaya natin tinatax pati barter. Tandaan mo yan, saksak mo sa isipan mo yan, Barter is taxable. Okay? Okay? Hindi lang kailangan in money yung sale. Nag-guess mo? Kasi nga, considered siya na indirect sale. Okay? Sir, hindi pa rin ako convinced, parang hindi pa rin talaga pera ang kalabaw eh. Ito lagay mo sa isipan mo para hindi mo makalimutan yan. Okay guys, look. Kung ang gain na realize in cash lang ang itatax ng BIR at yung gain na realize in other properties ay hindi itatax, ganito ang mangyayari guys. I mean kung itatax ang sale tapos i-exempt ang barter, look. Kunwari, si Ayala Corporation. Wow, di ba? Laking kumpanya yan, no? Okay, Mr. Ayala, magkano yung kita ng kumpanya mo ngayon? Sabi ni Mr. Ayala. No? Kumita lang kami ng 60 billion during the year. Wow, di ba? Ang laking help yan sa ating country. Sabi ni Commissioner sa kanya. No, Mr. Commissioner, yung 60 billion na yan, puro kalabaw yan. No, di ba? Gagawing kalabaw, hindi na cash. Nagigess mo ko, So, that's the problem. No? If the government will only tax sale, and exempt yung barter, na gagawin niyang non-cash lahat yan para hindi matax. It will open a very wide avenue for tax evasion to occur. That's why barter are taxable. So please put that on record. Kasi yung principle na is very basic in financial, in taxation. Okay? Ayos guys? Okay? Noted. Okay. Now going back to my example here. Nakita mo to benefit to mga to. Benefit sila. Ito hindi. Now ang tanong nga lang is realize ba? Realize ba? Okay? Tingnan natin. Donation. Realize ba donation? Sir, yung realize, may sale o barter. Donation. Okay. Kapag may nag-donate sa'yo, may binigay ka bang konsiderasyon? Kapag binigyan ka ng boyfriend mo, kunwari, nagbigay si boyfriend mo ng properties sa'yo, whatever, no? May binigay ka bang kabalik? Meron ba? Meron ba? Okay? Wala, di ba? Guys, no? Hindi to realize, di ba? One-sided transaction, di ba? walang kapalit. Di ba wala? Di ba guys? No? Okay? Ha? Kapag ba si boyfriend mo nagbigay ng flower sa'yo, nagbibigay ka din ng flower pabalik sa kanya, di ba wala? Ikaw lang bibigyan ng flower. Alright? Alright. Ha? Sige. Ano ba? Inheritance guys, no? Inheritance. Kapag ikaw ay may namana, may kapalit ba? Wala, di ba? Nagpanggap ka lang na umiyak, tama? Okay? Ha? Right? Wala. Wala, no? How about gain on sale? O sige nga, gain on sale. Okay? Gain on sale. May kapalit, di ba? Either nagbigay ka ng service or properties or goods na kapalit. Tama? Balik, di ba? Di ba? Exchange, no? May exchange or may sale or barter na nangyari. Yan. How about holding gains, no? Holding gains. Lumaki yung fair value ng asset mo, be. Wow! Ha? Okay? Di ba? Ngayon, tanong, realize ba? Hindi pa. Unless nabenta, no? Hindi pa. Katulad ng baboy mo yan, o holding gain yan. Lumaki yung baboy, dumami baboy ko, di ba? Kaya lang, hindi naman nabebenta. Unrealized pa nga yan eh, di ba? So, hindi po natin itatax yan. Next mo. So, ito lang talaga ang tinatax ng taxation. So, please take note of that, guys. Okay. Gets? Ha? Ilagay mo sa isipan mo, ha? As early as now, na yung mga income na hindi nagmaterialize sa barter or sale, hindi itatax ng taxation. Kasi nga, ang tax is based on ability to pay. Okay? So, kailangan realize, ha? Yung gain, ha? Nagmaterialize siya, nasivil siya sa capital by means of exchange or by means of sale or barter. And lastly guys, ito po ang isa sa mga pinaka-komplikadong bagay, no? Dapat yung return on capital which constitute realized benefit must not be exempted by law, treaty, constitution, or contracts. Okay ha? So yan na. Okay? In the Philippine CPA board exam, ang trabaho mo pa dyan is ito. At least kabisado mo yung constitutional exemption, no? May mga tax object na ina-exempt ng Constitution. Naalala mo yung mga yun. Kunwari sa income of non-profit, non-stock educational institution, di ba? Hindi tinatax, di ba kapatid, no? Di ba? Di ba? Yung mga collections ng religious institution, yung mga simbahan, di ba? Because of the, di ba, non-infringement of religious freedom, hindi tinatax, right? Okay? Alam mo yung mga yan, no? So ito ang, at least ito ang kabisaduhin mo. Constitution and law. Kapag ikaw later on accountant na, nandun ka na sa practice, aralin mo yung sa treaty at contracts naman. Kapag may kliyente kang, di ba? Okay? Affected, no? Kung may kliyente kang foreigner, di ba? Wala na, tingnan yung treaty, no? Okay? O meron kang multinational na client, right? Operating in another country. Tingnan mo yung treaty ng Pilipinas sa bansa nila. Okay? Ha? Or baka may client ka naman, may contract with the government. I-evaluate mo yung contract. Okay? Pero at least ito ang sa atin. NIRC. Ha? And consti. Okay? So I'm hoping yung limitation ng taxation alam mo pa rin. Okay? Ha? Yung characteristics ng gross income, tandaan mo. Ha? Okay? Please do not ever forget this. Okay? Ha? Klaro? Okay. Namunga yung mangga mo. Okay guys? Namunga yung mangga. Nakabitin. Binibid na nila. Tinitignan nila yung nakabitin na bunga. Mr. Banggawan, bayaran ko na 200,000 yan. Lahat, pakyaw. Ha? Income na ba yun? Ha? Sabi mo, ayaw ko muna? Okay? Hindi pa. Maski may fair value estimate na yung aanihin mo. Ha? Okay? Paano kapag binenta mo, nakabitin pa rin doon? Income na yun. Ha? Sold na siya. Sir, hindi pa naman tinatanggal sa puno ng mangga. Income na yun. Bayad na nga eh. Okay? Kung ganun. Ha? Guess mo? Okay? Alright? Of course, may effect pa ang accounting method dyan. No? May mga pag-aralan natin mamaya. Dagdag natin yung effect ng accounting method. Kasi may cash basis, may accrual. Okay? Kasi kapag sa accrual, kapag inutang, income pa rin. Okay? Pero kung cash basis, hindi mo na income yung utang unless makolekta. O may mga dagdag na ganun. Okay? Ha? Guys? Alright? Ayos? Okay. So, yan po. Na? Now, I want you to please check. Punta ka doon sa drills, na? Sa page 5 of 9, na? Drills, na? Please check your handouts, guys, na? Punta ka sa page 5, na? And then, answeran natin po yung income, identification of gross income. Okay? So, page 5, na? Alright. Letter A. Identification of gross income. Check the items of gross income. Daw, anong nangyari dyan? Natanggal yung iba, no? I-check natin yung items of gross income and i-cross out natin, naputol yan, guys, no? I-cross out natin yung hindi income, no? I-X natin yung hindi income. How about compensation for injuries sustained? Ha? Ano, income or hindi? Gross income or hindi? Injuries is health, right? Hindi. X. Income from donated property. Is this income? Income from donated property? Guys, yung donated property per se is not income kasi nga walang kapalit, ha? 'Di ba? Pero yung income nung property na yun is of course income na yun, ha? Okay. The donated property per se is not income, but the income of that property is already income. Check natin 'yan. PCSO or lotto winnings. Wow. 'Di ba? Nagbebet ka sa lotto. Okay? Tapos tumama ka 1 milyon, no? Naging 1 billion yung 20 pesos mo. Wow, 'di ba? Okay, kapatid, income ba 'yun? Ha? Yes, may kapalit, 'di ba? May 20 ka, no? Exchange nangyari. Exchange pa rin 'yun eh. Income 'yun. Check. Gain on sale of inheritance. Inheritance per se is not income. Upon receipt of that, it's not income. But when you sell that at make gain, of course, that is income. Check. Number 4, income. Increase in fair value of equity securities. Holding gains lang yan, be. Lumaki yung asset mo, pero hawak-hawak mo pa asset mo. Di ba, be? Hindi mo pa dinispose. So, X yan. Number 5 is X. Moral damages, kapatid. Pare, moral damages, dun sa reputation, for example, di ba? Mga ganyan, no? Hindi yan. Reputation ng tao, no? I-X mo yan. Okay? Interest from moral damages. Iba naman po yung moral damages saka interest on moral damages. Kung hindi mabayaran yung damages kaagad, pwede bang ganito, magbayad ako ng interest? Ibang bagay yung interest. Income yun. I-check mo yun. Income of the government. Okay? Ayan, no? Income of the government. Is this income? Okay? Kapatid, ganito po. As a rule. As a rule. Okay? Diba? Sa ating inherent limitation, exemption of the government. Naalala mo yun? Okay? Okay. So, kung income ng government in rendering essential public function yan, it's not income. It's not gross income. Kasi kapag sinabing gross income, income that is taxable. So, income of the government, is it taxable? As a rule, hindi po. Except lang kapag hindi connected sa kanyang, sa kanyang service. No? Kunwari, income ng property ng government, pinapalis niya yung government properties at may income. Yun, taxable yun, of course. Pero kapag related siya dun sa government functions niya, no? Okay? Hindi po siya, kunwari, government agencies, collection ng mga government agencies in rendering essential public functions, hindi yun income. So, i-X natin yan as a rule. X natin yan. Okay. Winnings from gambling. Di ba, nagbebet ka dun, may kapalit, right? Di ba? Okay? Exchange din yun, di ba? Income yan. Cancellation of debt out of gratuity. Pinatawad yung utang mo, may kapalit? Wala, gratuity lang. Naawa sa'yo yung creditor, di ba? So kapag ganun, ano to? Donation to. Guys, donation po ito. Hindi to income. X natin. Benefit from SSS or GSIS. Kapag may benefit ka sa GSIS or SSS, may amount na matatanggap, guys. No? Benefit po yan. No? Realize ba? Basically, yes. Kasi parang out of kasama dun sa employment mo yan dati. Pero, siya po ay exempted by law. Exempted by law. SSS or GSIS. So, X natin yan. Number 11 is X. 12. Income of non-profit institution from their properties. Non-profit institution, guys, okay, are normally exempted. No? Because they are not businesses. Pero income from their properties kasi. Okay? So, any exempt entity, kapag may kita yung property niya, matatax po yun. Okay? Income po yan. Taxable yan. Okay? But if income from their, di ba kapag may mga non-profit kasi, kung minsan may mga income sila for being, income nila dun sa ginagawa nilang non-profit activities, no? Hindi matatax yun. No? Well, non-profit school, may tuition fee yung non-profit school, of course, hindi matatax yun. Okay? Ito kasi, income from property is considered unrelated. No? Hindi yan exempt. Taxable yung mga yan. Okay? Even government, taxable sila on the income of their properties. Okay? Check natin yan. 13. Income of employee trust funds. Okay? Okay? Guys, ang employee trust fund has a blanket exemption sa ating batas. Okay? Lahat ng income ng employee trust fund. Ano ba yung employee trust fund? Yung parang pension fund ng mga empleyado, ng employer. Okay? Lahat ng kita nun, walang tax. Okay ba? May blanket exemption po yan. So, i-X natin. 13 is X. 14, income of foreign government, GOCC. Okay? Do not forget, kapag foreign GOCC, basta foreign government, do not forget international committee. Diba guys? Nag-usap na tayo ba? International committee, right? Agency and GOCCs are included, right? We do not tax here, right? Okay? because of that international courtesy, right? So, X mo yan. Number 14 is X. Ano ba? Accrued professional fees of a cash basis taxpayer. Accrued PF. Accrued, hindi pa. Diba? Ang accrued is, hindi pa billed maybe. Or pwedeng billed pero unpaid. Diba? Guys, no? Okay? Ha? Alright. Cash basis ng taxpayer. Ang cash basis taxpayer, ang income niya, cash lang. Yung mga cash na nakolekta. Hindi pa yan. So, i-X natin. Income na dapat yan kung accrual. Guess mo? Pero cash basis siya. Hindi pa. Kasi hindi pa yung nakokolekta. O, i-X mo. Ano ba? Collection of service fees receivable by an accrual basis taxpayer. Ang accrual basis taxpayer, guys, kapag nag-bill siya, income yun. Pero kung nakolekta niya, hindi na income. Debit, cash, credit, AR siya. That's not income. I-X ko yung 16. Okay ba, ha? Yung billing, yun ang income niya. Okay? 17. Increase in peso value of foreign receivables. Foreign currency receivables. So, may forex ka, nagkaroon ng forex gain, di ba? Di ba? Tumaas yung receivable mo, nag-forex gain, di ba? Okay? Ha? Hindi pa yun income. Ha? Bakit hindi mo pa pinalit sa piso? Okay ba? Kapag na-convert mo na siya, saka siya magiging realized. Guess mo, sir, di ba pera din ba dolyar? Oo, kaya lang sa Philippines, hindi naman tayo nagbabayad ng dolyar eh. Okay ba, ha? Kapag na-convert lang to Philippine peso, saka lang siya magiging realized. Tandaan mo yan, ha? Okay, ha? So, i-X mo yan, number 17. How about salaries of minimum wage earners? Ha? Salaries, may service, tapos may sweldo, right? Exchange yung transaction, pero exempted under law. Okay? Meron tayong minimum wage law that exempts them. So, i-X natin yan. Okay, guys, ha? Wag kang mabigla, no? Sir, shit, di ba? Ano yung mga yan, di ba? Baka mamaya, kalma lang, kalma lang. Kasi ito mga to, parang pinapaunahan na natin para kapag nandun tayo in the future discussion later on, at least, nakita mo na dito. Okay? Alright.